The Red Sox have won the ALDS. The beard is coming in nicely. And I'll tell you why this victory over the Rays in the ALDS was so very satisfying. So the Red Sox have wrapped up the American League Division Series in 4 games over the Tampa Bay Rays, winning last night in Game 4, 3-1 to take the series 3-1. And now they will await their opponent in the American League Championship Series, which will have Game 1 on Saturday. It's either going to be Oakland and Detroit as they go at it on Thursday in a Game 5 to determine who will play the Red Sox for the American League pennant. Now, the Red Sox playing the Rays in the ALDS and wrapping that series up in 4 games was important. Now the Sox get to go home, relax, and regroup. They'll have John Lester ready to go in Game 1 on Saturday, so they'll be rested, healthy, and ready to go in that series. That beats going back to Boston and playing a Game 5 on Thursday and sweating that out and possibly losing the series to a Rays team that would have had all the momentum going in had they won 2 in a row. But I was very satisfied with this Red Sox victory in the ALDS for a lot of reasons. Number one, I can't stand Tampa Bay's stadium, Tropicana Field. That place is an abomination. They should not be playing baseball in there. You've got balls hitting catwalks, guys can't catch foul balls correctly, and it's just a mess. Plus you have Joe Madden, who I respect very much, but let's face it, he thinks that he is the smartest guy in the room with all these managerial moves. I mean, 9 pitchers in Game 4. I realize that he's on the brink of elimination. But to take Jeremy Hellickson out of the game in the 2nd inning before a run has even crossed the plate, to me, was a little much. So it doesn't sadden me to see the Rays going home. Then you got David Price griping about David Ortiz and everything else after getting bombed in Game 2 at Fenway Park. David, you just didn't get the job done. It's not the media's fault. It's not the fans' fault. It's not even Ortiz's fault. You just didn't get it done. That's the bottom line. And then you got Yunel Escobar, who to me is going to be public enemy number 1 in the future for the Rays. This is a guy who's going around showboating in Game 4, shooting fake arrows at the sky on an infield hit early in that game. You know, raising his arms when he makes a good defensive play. Listen, I understand guys make plays and they're excited about it, but to me it was too much hot dogging for my taste. And I think Escobar is going to be a guy that's going to be really hated by Red Sox Nation sooner rather than later. I respect that Rays organization. I really do, as far as their player development and their ability to churn out good young players year after year and stay in contention. But you know, guys like Price and Madden and Escobar, they just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I was pretty happy to see the Red Sox send those guys home for the winner. After Madden said in the press conference after Game 2, well, we look forward to coming back to Boston. It's nice here this time of year. I understand that's what a manager has to say, but you know what? That was a little much. So as the Red Sox await their opponent for the ALCS, again, either Oakland or Detroit, they can sit back and reflect on the fact that they were able to really grind out a tough win in Game 4. It's a game that the Red Sox trailed for most of, 1-0. Before scoring those 2 runs in the 7th, there were so many heroes in this game. Jacoby Ellsbury. You had Shane Victorino, Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts with 2 walks and scoring 2 of the 3 runs in this game. And of course, Craig Breslow with 2 innings of outstanding relief work, 4 big strikeouts, really keeping the Rays offense at bay and allowing Koji Uehara to get in that game and close things out. So, Red Sox fans, as you look at a wrap-up of the ALDS, how satisfying was it for the Red Sox to put the Rays out of their misery in this series? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red. And don't forget to check out my blog at BoSoxInjection.com.